Welcome to or back to the channel. If you're new and enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe for similar stuff. It's free and there's no downside, so why not? We both know why you clicked on this video. You keep losing LP and don't know why. Well, the simple answer is you're dying, but that was pretty obvious, so I'll give you the longer answer. You're making 10 mistakes that are holding you back. What are those 10 mistakes, you ask? In this video, you'll find out, along with a secret tip I have hidden at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Mistake 1. Landing at the center of the map. The best strategy for ranked, in my opinion, is landing with, not on, a team. Only as long as you're confident in your gun skill. What I mean by with is you want to land at the same POI as them, not directly on top of them. You don't want to get stuck in a punch-out battle or without a gun and get downed off drop. If you're a little more skittish, or just not as good with a gun, which is understandable, you may want to avoid teams off drop entirely. Now when it comes to picking where to drop, find the places you want to, and memorize where the loot is. This will give you the advantage if another team lands with you, because they most likely haven't done this. Mistake number 2. Choosing the wrong upgrades. You have to make sure you choose the right upgrades, no matter what legend you're playing, because there's usually a favorable one between the two. If you happen to choose the wrong upgrade, you may be a deficit to your team, and that'll obviously make it harder to win. It's usually not too hard to tell, but if you're struggling, go check out a few videos that tell you the best perks for each legend. Mistake number 3. Playing a legend wrong. Now it may sound weird, but you can actually play a legend in the wrong way. They're not all meant to go guns a-blazing into each fight. That's the whole point of legend classes. Support legends like Lifeline are supposed to stay alive so they can res their team if they get downed and eventually reset. Number 4. Separating from your team. Even if your teammates are slow to rotate, it's always better to stick with them than go rotate and possibly be 1v3'd. If you're in desperate need of rotation, just make sure to tell your teammates. They usually want to win too, so if you're just adamant about rotating on the mic, they'll probably listen. I rarely run into toxic people, so it'll probably be about the same for you. Number 5. Not subscribing to me. No, I'm joking. Though I do post this content on the regular, and if you're enjoying it, maybe consider subscribing. It would help me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, back to the video. Actual number 5. Not warming up. A lot of players want to get on Apex and hop straight into ranked, but that's not really how it works. If you just jump right in, your aim will most likely be bad and your game sense will probably be out of whack too. So warming up for just 10 minutes before playing will help tremendously. If you're strapped on time and can't warm up, just don't play ranked. Mistake number 6. Not knowing how to maximize points. If you don't already know, the rank system was changed 2 seasons ago. Instead of rewarding you for time alive, it prioritizes kills. Not so much the time alive doesn't matter. Your kill's worth also increases throughout the game, like stocks. When you make it to top 5, you get a bonus called Top 5 Streak. The name's self-explanatory, I hope. So, the goal is to kill a few squads, then survive to at least top 5, so you get a bonus and kills. Then it's a happy medium. Mistake number 7. Solo queuing. Solo queuing is usually bad. Sometimes you'll get the number 1 pred, and other times you'll get a level 30 who got carried and or boosted to your rank. All in all, it's unreliable, so it's best to find a team. But sometimes that's not possible, and that brings me to number 8. Not using comms. The only reason I bring up this tip is if you have to solo queue. I do it personally because all my IRLs suck or are never on, and everyone in Discord servers are either above my skill level or too toxic for my liking. Now, it may seem a little scary at first, but as I just said, people are usually pretty chill. Though the higher rank you are, the more toxic they might be. And on that note, be sure to check yourself if you're being toxic every once in a while. Remember, it's just a game and your teammates are people too. Plus, isn't this a little boring? On another hand, you might even make a new friend, even if you're a socially awkward gamer who lives in his mom's basement. Mistake number 9. Carrying too much of something. Now, we've all been guilty of this once or twice because we're little loot goblins that play Apex. Unfortunately, though, it's more than possible to carry too much of something. You only have so much room in your bag, and you have to prioritize properly. For example, you can't have 7 grenades no matter how good your backpack is. You need room for heals and ammo, which are both more important. Number 10. Picking a selfish legend. Unfortunately, ranked isn't so much about having fun. Though it is fun, it just requires more skill and teamwork than pubs. Which means you might have to play a legend you wouldn't usually play in order to support your team. Just like legend classes, there are certain legends that are meant to be fun and others that are meant to be useful. Some legends can be a mix of both, but the goal is to avoid picking the exclusively fun ones. In my opinion, the list of bad or fun legends are Mirage, Seer, Ash, Octane, and Vantage. I'm not saying none of these legends are viable, there are just better picks, especially for ranked. If you've made it to the end of the video, I have an extra tip for you, just as promised. Tip 11. Extra tip. Hip firing. The question a lot of people struggle with is when to hip fire. The best time to hip fire is when the enemy is taking up most or all of the inside of your crosshair, like this. This is the optimal range to hip fire from because you'll hit most or all of your shots. That's because your bullets can only go inside of the area your crosshair covers. That's the whole reason the flatline hip fire is so bad. These are the 3 instances where you could or couldn't hip fire. Make sure to pay attention to the dummy's size in relation to the crosshair. Even at maybe, you probably want to start ADSing, because if you don't have a big enough mag, you could miss enough to have to reload and end up getting knocked. Thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I hope these tips help you to whatever rank you dream of. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content similar. Also, let me know in the comments if you have any other tips or topics you'd like me to cover. Remember, it's all about improving and having fun along the way. Have a great day, and I hope to see you next time.